Morning, and welcome back to your podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Beth Ann.
And I'm Kaylee.
And we're just kidding. I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Beth Ann.
And we're so glad you're here. Hey, girl.
Like, how art thou?
To be honest.
Okay.
Do you want to come?
Are you very thankful for me?
Very.
But do you know why I'm asking?
Because you've been working.
Okay. What have I been working
and
on?
not just working. Hard at work.
So,
She works hard for money. She works 9 to 5 as a fitness
make a
enthusiast. Oh, that's what you are now.
I'm a fitness enthusiast. I thought we determined you were. Are we both? We both are.
And we both are going to be this next week popping into all kind of fitness studios we've never been to before.
I can't wait for that. Except I don't have ClassPass and you do, so I'm going to have to pay the drop-in fee.
And dare I say that's the price you pay?
But wait, like,
we're not having ClassPass. It's
the reason I don't have ClassPass is because I don't date anyone that okay, you go to Gage's and he lives in the Clemson area. And so whenever you're there, you use your ClassPass and you go to classes around there. I'm just,
right.
I'm right
You're
here.
here.
I'm right here. I got my memberships here. Whenever I travel, it would be nice whenever I travel. Somehow with SoulCycle.
Hey, I think it's worth it. And you don't have to do a huge package. You can pay like 12 or 20 or something. I can't even remember dollars a month. But also if you post your link, this is for anybody, not like you don't have to be an influencer. You can post your link and refer friends. And then when they sign up, you get $30 cash on your account.
Oh, $30 cash.
Cash.
So when y'all see me post a link here in a minute.
$30 cash applied to your ClassPass account. So it essentially is paying for itself.
Okay.
But it's really such a great networking ting because you can post that and anybody can use your link and it's literally, it's such an amazing thing.
Yeah.
What? You thought I'd like Tourette's for a second?
I thought you'd lost your words.
No, it was just that I've had like
Caffeine.
40 grams of caffeine in the last few seconds, which you know is kind of a lot.
I'm excited to have a sip of what you got working. Is it the cream?
Pink slush.
Oh, wait. I wanted the cream soda.
It was, no, creamsicle.
Creamsicle.
I was going to have creamsicle, Alani knew. But I did pink slush because we got a package. And I was like, I don't think I'd ever tried those.
Let me try the pink slush.
Do it.
What color is that on the?
You ever had pink slush? It's so good. They're out there.
Me Moother tried the watermelon. It's their new watermelon.
So good.
Fire.
The watermelon? Fire.
Yeah. If you haven't tried
So that's
it
a
yet,
fact.
hop on it.
No, like get on that thing.
But no, ClassPass is so fire because as long as you're in a place where there are places to work out, there's also spas, nail salons. Like one time, I think I paid, of course I can't remember. I can't remember, but I booked a pedicure for like however many credits that I had in my account. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
It's so
I do.
crazy
Okay,
how
so
it works, but it
Kaylee
works.
and I have a trip coming up. Actually, we are pre-recording this episode for you guys. Of course, it's going to come out on the Tuesday that it should, but we leave tomorrow. Today is Monday, February 10th, and we leave tomorrow, February 11th, to head to San Diego. We've never been. We're so very excited.
Never been.
It's going to be so gorgeous. That's what I've been doing for Miss K, is picking out her outfits because she doesn't like trying things on. She gets hot. I was hot. But you get exceptionally irritable.
I hate it.
I know.
Things don't fit. Things don't button. Things don't zip. I'm sticky. I'm sweaty. I'm regretting every decision I've ever made in my life
Me
to
too.
like eat sugar.
Me too. I know. But we're off to a great start.
I know.
I have finished my clothing, but I've moved on to you, and I'm loving
It's
what we've got
truly
working so far.
been astounding what you've been able to accomplish. Like I
I'm
thank
so grateful
you
for
so
me.
much. I love
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
I enjoy it because I would rather do it than listen to you have a meltdown. Not because I wouldn't be there for you, but because that would just waste time.
and
during
guess
the
what?
day.
You and me both. I don't want to have a meltdown. I don't want to have to worry about that. And the beautiful thing about having a twin sister is you can do those things for me. You can try things on for me.
Correct.
And it works.
Correct. So I'm gonna get class pass before this San Diego trip. I've decided.
You should.
No.
Well, let's go peruse on my app, see what there is to offer in the area that we're staying.
Correct.
And it's just fun.
Well, I did have class pass, but I canceled it because I wasn't using it for so long. And then I was like, well, what am I doing? But
I forgive the pause for audio insurance. Just wanted to make sure everything was premium for you guys.
we've had a pause every app.
Every app. There's only been 2.
Yeah,
3.
But well, this will be the third.
Well, we're working out the kinks. And I don't know if anyone's noticed. If you're watching, there is no wall space. Do you know why?
Why?
We have ordered 2 brand new panels.
Straight out of the box. All
freshly
crinkled
steamed.
for you.
Oh.
Crinkle fries.
Okay,
I want
that
a curly fry from
reminded
Arby's
me of
right
the
now.
time that mom and dad thought we were lying for some reason. And they separated us and took me in one room with a notebook and wrote down everything I said, and took you in the other room with a notebook and wrote down everything you said.
That was ridiculous.
And you told the truth, and I went with the lie that I thought you would miraculously also tell, like with our twin telepathy. You didn't.
I just really thought you were going to tell the truth. I was like, I got to tell the truth. Like, she's definitely.
It was
up
just
there
kind of
telling
like
the
we
truth.
gotten that far. Like,
Why come clean
like
now?
why come clean now? Like, I just don't want to. Anyway, before Christ saved us, but
Unfortunately, that was
after
also
Christ,
after
saved
Christ
us.
saved.
We just had a bad judgment call, literally, like one time.
We repented.
And we repented of that. Anyway, no, the curtains are not steamed. One thing at a time. We just got these out of the box. And they're up.
They look so good.
And they look so good.
And this is our truth.
And we're living our truth. So we're going to San Diego. Beth Ann's downloading Class Pass. You'll be catching us in all the Pilates studios. We went to our first Pilates class in a long time this past week.
Body
and
rock.
Body rock. Rocked
your
our
body.
body. Yeah.
I'm downloading Class Pass. It's just something that I'm going to forget.
Wait, I was going to say, what's that app that you can check all your subscriptions? Rocket Money or something?
Is that?
I've thought about doing it because even though I feel like I have a handle over all of my subscriptions and things, like, I don't know, maybe I don't. I just kind of want to see.
I don't think you do. I think there's at least one out there.
There is.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that's kind of like, yeah, I want to figure it out. What I was saying, went to that Pilates class, y'all. I just tried to adjust and set up in my seat, and I had to brace myself on both arms of this chair to get up because my core wasn't doing it on its own.
Why has that been our first Pilates class in over a year when we have one upstairs, a reformer? We need to be more...
Probably lack of discipline to just like go up there and do it.
Something I noticed. Now, granted, that machine was only $300 that we have upstairs. We got it on Prime Day. It's a really good machine. Oh, the block. I think it's still in the PR room.
It is.
Oh, perfect. Okay. We'll move that up there. But the Body Rock ones, the Body Rock reformers, and the ones we did at Push, the studio we used to go to, I think they are a little bit more like sturdy and a little little bit longer and bigger, like for our bodies.
Yeah.
Do you still think we could be successful on the one upstairs? Yes or no?
It's hard.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's like it's small. It's kind of like when I ordered a scale one time to
And your
weigh
feet
myself,
didn't even fit
and
on
my
it.
feet didn't even fit on it. I didn't know there were multiple sizes of the scale, and I had to pick the one that would fit my size 10 shoe. Thank God it wasn't calculating
I'm
all
getting
my weight.
irritated with you only being a size 10 shoe. You know that I'm an 11.
I just feel like you're not. I feel like you decided in the last 3 years that you're an 11.
No, I am.
But we quit growing like 10 years ago.
Yeah, Kaylee, but 10s do not fit my foot. I just tried.
No, I get that. I feel like maybe I'm a 10 and a half.
You
But
are.
11? Like my feet are swimming, just keep swimming in your shoes. That's what I'm worried about with you packing for us is
The shoes being too big.
I
Well,
just need to make sure that I have plenty of shoes that fit. I don't want to be swimming.
you can double check everything.
Do you think there's
But my toes are like this.
piscina for us to nadar in San Diego?
See.
Muy
A la
divertido.
Hotel-y.
Si, señorita.
Wait, I think that there's a
mi
word for
amor.
hotel in
I think it's hotel. I kind of want to verify.
do it.
I'm doing it.
Do it.
Spanish
So
dict.
there is, well, never mind.
What?
No.
Okay.
No.
What?
This lady this lady that works at the American Deli on our side of town. If you don't have an American Deli,
Can confirm it's El Hotel.
Imperial Ink.
Yep.
But I've noticed since going and visiting that American Deli, let me get a 20-piece extra crispy lemon gnocchi with a large fry. Extra seasoning. Give me 3 bags of celery.
When was the last
noticed-
time you went? Be honest. I feel like you've gone without me. Tell the truth.
I have. Well, when you visit your boys, I sit and I waller
When
and I
was
need a
it?
chicken McWing.
I don't blame you. Kind of want it tonight. Oh, maybe
It's
not.
been multiple 24 hours ago.
Okay. I can
Kind
deal
of
with
want it like RN. But my tongue has had a lot going on with like too much saltiness, and I don't know what it was.
It takes days
the
to recover.
The Chipotle bowl yesterday that made our.
I didn't think it was super salty. Sometimes it is, but I didn't think yesterday's was super salty.
My tongue has been suffering from something. But the lady at American Deli, I've noticed over the years that she has learned Spanish.
Okay.
Not over the years, recently, within the recent year.
How could you tell? She started speaking Spanish to
She
you?
speaks Spanish to the workers. And so I told her, I said, oh my goodness, hey, I took 8 years of Spanish and I still don't know what you're saying. And she's
Right.
like, girl, like I had to learn, like they had broken English and I had broken Spanish. So we just, in order to make sure the orders were coming out correctly,
Appreciate you.
in order to make sure the orders were
Right.
order has multiple meanings.
Yes.
That's a word that I don't think about having multiple meanings, but it does.
No. Wow. Okay. I'm proud of her. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Well, if
yeah,
you don't
she-
use it, you lose it. And when
Correct.
you're around it and you're kind of submerged, it's like, I feel like you pick up on things, but I don't know because sometimes
She knows the whole menu in Spanish.
Wow.
She didn't go to school. Like she didn't learn in school or anything like that.
That is crazy.
She's working. She's using Spanish Dict.
I know she is.
Wait, no. What's the one that teaches you Spanish? No.
Alibaba? Baba.
No.
What's
That is like
Alibaba?
that is not right. Alibaba's the shopping.
Babbel. I think it's Babbel.
I think it's Babbel too.
It's Babbel. #1 language app.
Duolingo.
Duolingo.
As well.
My goodness. Wow, American Deli sounds so good. Okay. But yeah, I can't wait.
For what? to go to our class passes?
Yeah.
Our class pass workouts?
That's what I was going to say. I don't really want to get in a bathing suit, but I guess I would love nadar
in La Piscina.
in La Piscina. We had a Spanish teacher in middle school, Miss Davila. Never forget her.
Ever.
And like, I want her to find this podcast so badly.
Me too.
Maybe we can. No.
Facebook?
Maybe.
Okay.
Such a queen. She taught us how to speak Spanish via hand motions. So
And onomatopoeia.
and onomatopoeia and different things that made it stick. So, for example, como se dice kitchen? En la
En la
cocina.
cocina.
Shh. Because if you're watching, you can tell we're motioning like we're throwing up a frying pan, and then we're making this sound. So, in the kitchen, como se dice in the kitchen? En la cocina. Shh. Como se dice turn off the lights? Oh, como se dice
Oh, wait, no.
hit the lights? Paga
Paga
a la
la
luz.
luz.
Paga a la luz.
Wait.
It's crazy.
Haley?
She told us we would never forget, and we haven't.
And we haven't. She was correctamundus.
I don't remember a lot of other ones, but she
What was
so
the
fire.
patos? Because I've never forgotten zapatos.
Shoes.
I know it's shoes.
And then el
But does she-
piso is the floor, because remember, animals pee on the floor. That's how I figured that out. El piso. And then el gato.
Gato.
El gato was cat.
See.
Un perro. Un perro. Dog.
Kaylee?
I love her.
Me
I'm
too.
going to have lunch with her. Wonder where she lives now.
She had grandchildren. She probably retired to be with her grandchildren.
And good for her. But we'd probably be fluent if we had her the rest of middle school.
We always
and high
said
school.
that.
I know.
That we'd be fluent if we had her.
Anyway, we're hitting the runway some more, and not at New York Fashion Week, but we're going wheels up.
I think New York
On the
Fashion Week's
runway.
actually happening right now.
No, it is. That's why I said that.
Oh, okay, perfect.
What time is our flight? I need to check in.
8:40. Should we check in right now?
Yeah. Have you checked in?
Getting off task?
Hold on.
I have a job to do.
No, I know.
It's at
but I'm just thinking
8:40,
about it.
and we land at 10:30.
It's so crazy because the 3-hour time change.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a 5-hour flight.
Yeah.
No worries. We've got plenty to do, plenty to talk about, and a new movie to watch.
Oh my gosh, talk about it.
So, y'all know we went to go see One of Them Days on Saturday with our girls. We had a little Galentine's moment. Continue to check in. Excuse me. Loading your information. Okay. So we went to go see One of Them Days with Kiki Palmer and SZA. And it was so hilarious.
We loved it.
Viewer discretion is advised, obviously, not for children. So funny. It felt like we were in the scenes with them as I knew that it would.
And if you have a personality, you're going to love it.
You're gonna love it. Everyone at our theater, I think, had a personality because everyone was Kiki and Kaka.
That's right. Rubbing
Loved
their
it.
feet together. I know I was.
We also went to a theater where we were served, and I know you have your
reservations.
yes. I was gonna say stipulation. I don't know what word I was searching for, but thank you for filling the blank.
Of course.
So it was one of those where we didn't know where to get the popcorn, so we asked one of the guys at the front. He's like, "Oh, they will bring it to you, or you could like order it at the bar." But it was, So we went and sat down. The little QR code for us to scan and then order, and it's like no extra charge, no tip, no. I mean, felt weird.
However, you are slightly inconvenienced by the chatter. I
That's where I was
actually
going.
do like to watch the commercials beforehand because I'm interested in what's coming out and what's going to be playing. It's always a movie that I feel like never ends up actually coming out in theaters.
Because then I never see it.
I never see
Everyone's
it.
like, we've got to go see that, but we need to start setting reminders on our phones for when these things come out.
That
Because
and they're always the commercials for these movies always look better than the movie I'm
Than the
about to
movie.
see.
Always.
That's
It's
how
crazy.
I feel. But it would just kind of be like a lull in between commercials. And then I would hear a waiter say, "Do you want fries with that?" And it's just like, I'm too 88 squirrel for it.
Squirrel. I knew you were struggling, so I think you maybe just added to the chaos by hopping on your cellular. You were kind of just perusing on the phone. I remember it was 3/4 way through the movie. You were trying to show me something on your cellular, and I'm like, oh, I want to kind of enjoy.
I had already been overstimulated. It was over for me.
Yep, I know.
And you did look at me very disinterested and you said, "Beth Ann, I want to watch the movie." You did your hand up at me and you shut me down completely.
Which I never do.
It was infuriating.
I would just like it was a brain break for me, and you were discussing work that was then stimulating a part of my brain that I'd already put to rest for the evening.
I understand.
I didn't want to wake her.
I understand.
Is that okay?
I'm sorry that I was working on a Saturday.
I'm
I have
working
such a
late because you're a
drive.
fitness enthusiast. I know you too.
Let's talk about how much butter they put on that popcorn bay.
I sent Gage a Snapchat. It was dripping off my fingertips.
I have to take the outfit that I wore to the movie theater to the dry cleaners today to try to get the grease out.
Remember earlier when I was talking about getting dressed, trying on outfits for a trip, and I just want to quit the second I start, and then I start regretting everything I've ever eaten?
Yeah.
That butter, that'll make you feel some type of way about your cellulite.
It will, girl.
That'll make you feel like I know where that cellulite came from.
It will,
That
girl.
one night.
But don't ruin it,
It was
for me.
so
I've already
good.
loved it. And
No,
I just want
really
it to be
good, and we had a
happy
really
memory.
healthy portion.
We
It
did.
was perfect.
Okay.
I'm not taking anything away from our enjoyment.
You just don't want to do it like that again.
I wouldn't say not again. It's just gonna have to be a while.
Understood.
It's kind of like Chili's. We get so excited about it. And then when we have a tumor ache from HE double hockey sticks and our stomach feels like an
Hard as a
ogre's
rock.
trying to escape in the middle of the night.
Ogre is trying to escape in the middle of the night. Yep.
It's just like,
Was it worth
was
it?
the Nashville hot worth it?
The cheese pool normally is worth it. The chips and salsa normally is worth it.
Always.
Something we used to get that we never do anymore is their strawberry lemonade. I don't know why, because I enjoy their strawberry lemonade, but now we do Coke Zero.
Yeah, I was going to say that's when we ate in Food Freedom.
That is when we experienced food freedom
I
before
wanna
the
get back
scale that
there.
our feet didn't fit on. Kaylee, speaking of the movies, what have we got working for Flicks and Feels?
So we have
And
a recommendation.
also-
What?
Before you answer that,
Okay.
if I do 2 checked bags here for Delta, it's saying $80 or 8,000 miles.
Oh, I just saw that.
Should I?
$35.
I have
for
to
one
use 2
bag.
bags.
You're doing 2 checked? Do you think I could do 1 checked and then a carry on? I'll be good.
I think I could probably do 1 checked and then a carry on as well.
You're getting a little carried away. You know, we never wear as much as we pack.
Yeah.
I don't want to take it. I don't want to yuck your yum. Because if you're excited about these outfits, do what you right. Change 3 times a day.
I'll do 1 bag for $35.
I'm doing 1 bag for $35. We can always add more when we get up there.
True.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna have to do all of this later. Well, it's going on my credit
I can
card.
actually pay for everyone's miles. I mean, sorry, everyone's bags by using my miles. It's saying.
Oh, how many? Did you check in for me too?
Yeah, ignore me.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I think it's just me, and then you're just doing you.
Yep.
Normally we travel together, and that's on there, but for some reason this is a separate situation. I think it's because when we canceled our flights, so we were originally supposed to go to LA the night before the fire started,
Went back on our accounts.
went back on our separate accounts. That's why.
That is why. Okay. Well, I think I'm all good to go. So now you can tell us about the movie that we have for Flicks and Feels.
I literally can't wait. It looks so good. I can't believe I've never seen it before or seen it featured or anything. So someone wrote it in, and thank you so much. It's called What Happened to Monday. And y'all might be thinking that I literally live under a rock because you might all know it, but
What did happen to Monday?
so that's the title, and the description isn't giving us much. I get the idea. It says, in a future with a strict one-child policy, 6 septuplets must avoid government detection while searching for their missing sister. It's crazy. From some of the trailer that I've watched, it's giving government is similar to the government that's like in the Hunger Games, but I could be so wrong. I mean, yeah, as long as this one is in English, unlike my other movie suggestion, I think we're gonna be great.
Golden.
One of them
What
days.
happened to Monday?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Do you want to watch it on the plane tomorrow,
Yeah, I hope it's on the plane tomorrow.
or we can watch it on the way home, or whatever?
Do you mean like download it to our phones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll let you handle that. I don't know how to do that.
I know. No worries. So this episode is gonna be all about our social media journey that we actually shared in the very first episode recorded for your podcast, but not aired due to a plethora of technical difficulties.
Yes.
So we're really excited to be here today and honestly dedicate a whole episode to this. I feel like we can never answer all of the questions in one go. So this will be probably a multi-series.
And that's
thing.
fine. Your podcast is here to stay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plenty of opportunity.
Yes,
to
we're
hear
going
more
for
and more and more.
longevity. So I feel like you should kind of lead us here.
Okay.
Since I followed in your footsteps in the social media journey.
You're
sort
such
of
a
team.
follower.
Yeah. I followed you first before you followed me because I didn't have an account.
Did we already talk about oh, you're so funny. Did we already talk about how we were kind of like Snapchat sensations?
See, it's like we did, but I don't know if that was on that very first episode that never got aired or if we've said that before.
Okay. Well,
Let's just address.
we started on Snapchat.
We started on Snapchat being fun. We weren't Snap stars or anything. Could have
No.
been.
Could have been. That wasn't really a thing at the time. This was circa, yes, I just said circa.
2015.
2015. Kaylee and I were Kem and Quart. Those were our alter ego names.
We had a whole series on Snapchat. We called ourselves Cam and Quart.
I did have to delete that Snapchat and start over because I realized that I just let way too many people in on my personal life there.
Yeah.
And I did a fresh
Did you
start
start a fresh account or just like block that many people?
a fresh account.
Period.
Yeah. Bye.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Sayonara.
Yeah. So we started there just vlogging our dias and not in any type of particular order. There was nothing that people could expect every single day, but it was chaos. It was chaos like we are now. It was so fun. There was so much freedom in it. I didn't have to follow an algorithm, and it wasn't like paid or anything. This isn't like anything that was our jobs. This was just fun, posting on our stories for fun. And we overshared a lot, and we just pretended. It was really a great time. So
We played pretend.
we did. Whenever TikTok came into the picture, Kaylee and I were never really big into social media. I didn't love scrolling on anything. Like
I almost deleted my Instagram in high school because I was just like,
yeah, like I've just never really cared. It's always felt like almost like a burden. Now it's really, really fun, and I get to call it my job. But growing up, I didn't care about it. I wanted to go play softball and basketball. I think that's what I was worried about. Yeah. My high school years, being athletic.
And we weren't posting that much on anything other than Snapchat.
Correct.
Fast forward 2020.
We were sitting in the parking lot after eating a Mexican meal with two of our best friends, Grace and Wilbur. I do feel like we've touched on this, but whatever, I'm repeating myself.
Yeah.
And they were like, guys, y'all need to download TikTok seriously. And we're like, no. But as time went on, people started sending me TikToks. Well, I couldn't watch them. Or maybe I could. They just like went to my browser. I ended up getting the app. Like, okay, I'm starting. Mm-hmm. Posted a video that I think I just saved from my Snapchat story. Just like one of those. I never introduced myself. Like it wasn't like a, hey, like I'm Bethany and Bryce and I'm starting here on TikTok. Like it was just a random post.
I saw a video today actually, and this girl was saying, she's like, I've never introduced myself on this account. Like I've just been posting. She's like, so here's some things about me. And I should probably do that as well. I've never introduced myself. I give life updates, but no one knows kind of where we started.
That's true. Well, they have to listen to your podcast.
That's right.
So I think that video, kind of like crazy enough, got over 1,000 likes, which, you know, at the time, I was doing it to them.
Yeah.
And then I just kept posting. Again, did not know about an algorithm. Really didn't know about anything.
Didn't know about editing.
No.
Didn't know about nothing really
that mattered for like a content creator.
Yeah.
Until I signed with management. Once I had like over 500,000 followers. Even before the what's going on, you know, even before that sound, I just was freeballing TikTok. Mm-hmm. I just would post whenever.
No tripod, no light.
No
nothing.
No back camera.
No.
Well, I'm pretty sure my back camera was
I'm
shattered.
not ever going to the back camera. Like, what are y'all talking about?
I know, I was so stubborn, but now we just like absolutely have to. And I can see where the quality is worlds of difference.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing irritating is when you film like an hour or two long video, you go back to edit and it was never in focus the entire time because you couldn't see.
Correct. We did order that little gadget though off TikTok Shop, which
I've been using it. We need to charge it. It's been dead for a month.
Okay, Kaylee. So continuing on, yeah, that's what happened. And I would pretty much just get on the app, upload a video, and get right back off. I had no time to scroll. Also, I guess I clicked the wrong things whenever it asked me my preferences. I didn't take it very seriously when they did the survey asking what I wanted to see on my For You page. So my For You page had nothing to do with any of my interests.
I feel like you still haven't curated your For You page.
And I still don't scroll. I look at what my friends sent me and I look at what my friends are reposting, but like the For You page has never been for me. But I have noticed ever since TikTok was, you know, banned and then came back, the For You page is getting a little too
salesy. Been that way.
No, it's getting a little like I searched how to make this certain coffee the other day, a coof, and now my whole For You page is just different coofs, and I'm like, no, this is getting a little too like particular and too like this is too.
You took me way too seriously. I asked one question. I don't need a million responses.
Yeah, it's gotten too serious. Like I looked up a couple other recipes or whatever. Now that's all I'm getting my For You page. I'm like, no, let me search for things, and then let my For You page just be like spontaneous and fun.
You're so cute.
Because I don't have on makeup and I look young today.
No, like you're so cute. I'm just imagining you like searching that up on your own. It's so cute.
He always calls me that. It's a funny joke. Inside joke that y'all know nothing about. But anyway, y'all. Okay, so it's 2020. I've now downloaded TikTok. I think by 2021 I had 300,000 and then 400,000. And then April of 2021, I signed with management at a little over 500,000 followers. That's when I started to learn a little bit more. I still have no advice on how to get started. I have like no insider, no tips, like no, I mean, insider information is like what I meant to say before I didn't finish that thought. But we
definitely have more to offer now than we did then. Like, yeah, but I started filming ads and it was like,
oh yeah, we were horrible.
Okay. We had to redo every ad. We had to.
Oh yeah, we were horrible.
Go back and I'm saying I wasn't even really on social media yet. Maybe I had started my account at that point, but we were doing yours and we just had to learn a lot. And it's totally just part of it. Like, oh my gosh. It was also a completely different space than it is today.
Of course. And
It was not nearly as saturated. I mean, everybody wants to be an influencer now, and that's great. There is space for everybody. But with that, like, your content really has to stand out. People need a reason to follow you and to continue following you and to care.
That's true.
And if you're posting what everybody else is posting, what sets you apart from them, you know? But back
Correct.
then, we weren't looking what other people posted. They were doing the renegade. We weren't.
we didn't know how to do the renegade.
I mean, we never, you know, and so we never had a favorite influencer.
I literally never compared myself to anything or anyone. I had zero expectations. I never even scrolled on TikTok before I posted my first video. My friends were just like, Bethann, you can post anything. So I just took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
Like, it was so much nicer. Just like back then, I feel like the space was a lot less hostile. Now I get on and everyone's arguing and fighting and comparison and trying to be perfect. And
Everyone's mad at influencers and jealous of influencers, but most influencers just, I mean, all influencers just started one day. Like,
yeah,
they just started and now here they are. And so, like, you can do that too.
you can.
So that's one thing that I feel like is more frustrating now that was just not hardly even a thing. And if it was, it just wasn't as widely.
And something that's insanely frustrating now is just like everyone asking for money. Everyone, I mean, the amount of messages that I get asking for money, just like straight up money. Sometimes not even a reason, just money. When TikTok really is kind of in like limbo right now because we have the 90-day extension, but we haven't heard anything else on that. So who even knows if we're going to like quote, you know, have a job.
I think
whatever.
everyone just assumes that influencers make an obscene amount of money, which some 1,000,000% do. But
Some
there are
do.
people that I've seen with millions of followers and they're like, they just post their content to post their content. And they're like, I don't get paid from this.
Right.
Like, I'm just being fun. So just because you guys follow me doesn't mean I'm getting $100,000 a month for all this. Like, that's not
Right.
So there's just so many misconceptions, and we have some questions. I asked my Instagram last night some specific questions they have about our
hear
social
it.
media journey. But let's kind of wrap up how it started popping off. So 2021 April, you signed with management.
Yes.
At this point for Kaylee B, I think I had started my account maybe at the beginning of 2021.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe in
I
a
also might have signed with management in like March, but regardless. Spring.
I was coming in behind you. And for a long time, everyone just thought that I was your spam account. They didn't realize there were two of us, which I think some people still do think that because you have double the amount of followers. And I don't give a rip. Like, I literally
I
love
have
so much.
less than double, Kaylee. Give yourself more credit.
Yeah, but like, I love you so much.
I know. I love you more. I'm
And
so proud of you and you're working.
work so hard. And
But
you
you
started
helped me.
that. Well,
You helped me grow my account.
what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine.
Correct.
And I love everything that we get to do together as a result of
Me as well.
us being on these platforms and collabing with one another. It's just my most favorite thing in the world.
Me as well.
So you signed with management. That really kind of opened our eyes to a lot of, well, the industry, just things that come with it. Maybe what's appealing to brands and how you can be appealing to brands. And it's like, oh, I never thought about, okay, like my rants in my car. I didn't think about talking about my lip oil, you know?
Right.
But all of that is so important. You know, if you want it to be your business, it's like being brand friendly
While also appealing to your followers. It's so hard. Not so hard because you just work at finding this healthy balance and like work isn't easy, but finding the healthy balance of still appealing to and pleasing your audience and your followers and even yourself, because the way that I grew my platform was just posting whatever, whenever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't so much appealing to brands. It wasn't so much brand friendly, but the only way for this to be my job and to be a career is to get brand deals. So it's kind of like doing both, like posting things that brands like and enjoy, and then posting things that my followers like and enjoy. They don't have to be separate, but I think right now I'm navigating like, how do I stay true to myself and how I built my following and how I build this relationship with my followers who are my friends. And how do I also get brands to think highly of me and think that I can promote their product swell. Again,
Swell.
I only work with brands that I actually know, love, trust, have used. So that's another thing is when you're not saying yes to everyone,
Yeah.
you really have to be like working
And
to get
hone
those
in on the
brands
ones
you
you
love.
really want to work with.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, I know you've said this recently, have commented maybe like, oh, Miss Beth, like you've changed or you're not as fun as you were when you started, or you're not.
Thank God.
Thank God. You're 19 when you started posting on TikTok.
And now I'm 24.
Yeah. Like, think about where
I-
you were 5 years ago,
Yeah.
everybody. You know, think
I
about
cringe when
where
I go
the
back and
world
look.
was 5 years ago. There's just so many things that play into it. And so while we love and adore every single loyal follower that's been there since the beginning, like, that's what it's all about for us, you have to understand we are evolving as human beings, as content creators,
And
as
like
young
growing
women.
up, like my maturity level at 19, like I would not post what I was posting at 19.
No.
I was responding to comments at 19. I don't respond to hate comments at 24. Like, I have no space for you. But at 19, I thought it was funny, so I did that, and that's what
And it
worked for
was
me
funny.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would be very irritable if I did not see a shift in my content from age 19 to age 24.
Totally. We can credit so much of our success and I think longevity over the last few years and hopefully, moving forward to our management. We are signed with the best agency that loves us and cares for us.
Absolutely.
And the best manager, and we could not be in a better place, and we're so grateful. It's a huge part. So, that's a little piece of advice I have. If you really get into it and you have people reaching out to you, be very, very selective, because people can feed you a lot of things they want you to think, but maybe not a lot of things that they can 100% guarantee.
They can overpromise and underdeliver in a hurry.
In a hurry.
And you want to
it's
make sure,
scary.
like, if this is the space that you're in, like getting ready to sign with management, or you're an aspiring like influencer content creator and you're wanting to work towards that, like whenever you get on these calls and you're meeting with people, let it be someone that you feel full well can speak for you when you're not in a room with them. Like,
yeah.
truly pray over the person that is going to represent you. Because
it's a direct reflection of you, because when people are speaking on your behalf, they're speaking on your behalf for you, that's so self-explanatory and it's just kind of repetitive, but it's like when you think about it,
it can make or break your career.
Totally.
Point blank period. Is that
Point blank period.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were people asking on
So
the
we have a
Instagram?
few questions, and some of them we've kind of already answered. Like someone asked how do you stay positive with any hate y'all get? And it's very simple to me. I mean, there's such cruel things people can say. They will never say it to my face.
Never.
Ever. And it's always, I know people say this, it's always a direct reflection of them. If you are so happy and in love with yourself and pleased with content is the word I was looking for, content with where your life is at, you don't feel the need to go put someone else down, because for what? So much of it is projection.
Never.
It doesn't matter.
Ever thought to type something negative
Ever.
on someone's post. Ever. Like I've literally never thought about doing that.
refrain from hopping on, even if it is like a hateful post. Sometimes I'm like, feel like I never know the full story. I never, so maybe this looks like someone did something wrong, but I'm not going to fuel the fire. But there was this one. Did you happen to see the video of the girl who thought she was doing something by filming herself on her wedding day, wash her makeup off?
Oh, yeah.
20 minutes before she walked down the aisle?
She's dead wrong.
She's dead wrong.
That is
I
a
commented.
mean girl to her core. That is a mean girl.
I 100% feel that way. And I wanted to make sure that I had everything before I spoke out. And
Did you comment
I
on
watched
her
the video?
video?
Yes.
What'd you
And
say?
I can't remember what I said verbatim, but it was something like,
This is disgusting.
I'm so heartbroken for this makeup artist.
Yeah.
And then I went and gave love to the makeup artist. Like, I don't know.
Of
But it
course.
was just so
Gross.
clickbaity, and this will be
like this video is going to blow up for you, and you're
For
going to
what
make a
and what?
career out of being
And
a
what?
nasty gal.
a nasty gal, and your makeup looks a lot worse than it did 20 minutes ago when you paid the professional makeup artist to do it.
That's right.
The professional makeup artist that gave you a trial run, the professional makeup artist that was asking if there's any changes that need to be made.
And you said
instead
no.
you wanted to clown her 20 minutes before you walked down the aisle. Well, who looks like a clown? You. And that makeup that you did by yourself.
It's one thing to be mean. It's
Yeah.
another thing to set up your camera and record
Film it
you
and tell
being
the whole
mean.
world and think like, what were you thinking?
Ew.
It's the World Wide Web. It was going to get back. It was such a mean thing to do. And I hated that.
Good for you.
So, yeah.
I'm glad you said
That's kinda
something.
like-
Seriously.
Anyway, yeah, how we stay positive with hate comments is just, we don't even feed it because there's a phrase that talks about hate dying with basically like not paying attention to it is just the best thing to do. Like giving it attention just fuels it.
In fact, I review comments. Like there's a section where like
Me too.
An obvious hate comment will go into review, and I approve it every single time. I'm approving your hate on my page. I don't like I know that's just me. I don't care. I know there's some people that do care, and so for you, honestly, I'm so sorry that you do care. I have no advice for like how not to care on that. Do you, Kaylee? On like a hate comment? It either affects you or it doesn't. It just does not. Like I'm like, okay, and you know what I mean?
I think if it's something where we had a lot of questions about like how do I start out or how do I have confidence to start out? There's like a fruit fly or something.
I'm
flying around. Have you
staring
seen
at it.
Well,
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it on me?
I don't see it anymore, but it has.
Do we
been
even have any
circling.
fruit out? Maybe there's some limes over there. I don't know.
There is a lime and a lemon.
I saw brown on the lime, so I think it's on its way out. But last time I tried to throw one away with brown on it, you were like, no, it's still good on the inside. It's like, okay. So I left it. Now
Don't
there's a
turn
gnat.
this
No, I wasn't even trying to turn it around on you. Like I really wasn't.
I can
just
tell that your lip flip is working today.
Thank you.
Have you noticed?
A little bit. I felt like nothing was really changing because I had it like a year ago. I was like, maybe it didn't really go away. So when she did it again, air quotes, this time I was like, not air quotes because she did it, but I didn't know if it was going to be a dramatic change like it was the first time. Does that make sense?
It's working. It's settling
It's
in.
working. It's good enough. I don't want it too dramatic. So
It's also a choice. I think that you can let the hate affect you and you can shut down your platform. Like if you're starting out and you're getting too much hate and you're like, I can't do this, boom, you can't do it. That's just the choice you make. Like, can you handle it or can you
like, don't. Well, it's okay.
I always get Tourette's.
No worries.
On the pood. Oh. But yeah.
There's
can
no
you handle
sense
it or
in
can you not?
driving your mental health into the dirt if you are very self-aware and you know that hate comments or discouraging comments are going to discourage you. At the end of the day, that's what they want to happen. So why are you giving them that satisfaction? Post through it, babe. I always think about
Post your content.
When I'm at the gym, especially like a big gym where I don't really know how to work all the machines by myself or something, and so I just will avoid. And then I'm like, I'm only hindering myself and my progress by
Yeah.
avoiding.
I
Like,
always
who
ask
cares?
for help.
Sometimes you just don't know. Half the time it's freaking broken anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not that I didn't know. It's just that it was broken.
It's just broken.
And
I
so-
tap. Even if you have headphones on, like I'm tapping you. Like if I saw you
Yeah,
use
like,
it,
sir.
and like if you know how to do it, like please help me real
I like
quick.
to find like the old gentleman in
Yeah.
the gym, which I don't go to a big public gym much ever anymore. You know, I'll be using my class pays.
That's right.
Or go to my spin studio. Like I have my places, mostly group fitness that I love. But yeah, I like to find the nice gentleman that kind of gives me warm dad vibes
Me too.
because I know he's not going to be a weirdo.
Me too.
And he can help me.
Same.
That's sweet. So don't let the haters get you down. It's such a simple concept. I know it's hard, but you're fearfully and wonderfully made.
That's
And
right.
They just don't
And
know
walk
that about
in your
themselves.
power.
Yeah. Do y'all enjoy being noticed or does it get difficult at times?
I love it.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. And
It makes my day
shame
every day.
On content creators and influencers that act annoyed when people come up to them. Like I've seen it with my own two eyes.
Yep.
And I think it's disgusting because you wouldn't have a platform. You wouldn't have the followers, the analytics. You wouldn't have the numbers to get you the brand deals that you have without the support of your followers, your friends. Obviously people are going to overdo it sometimes. If you're in a place where people have been drinking, sometimes you know, the self-awareness gets lost and they might
Social
linger
cues maybe get lost in the shuffle.
as well, but it is just part of it. Like if you're going to put yourself on the internet and if you're going to fiend for the likes and the comments and you're going to fiend for your post to blow up, then you have to expect that people are going to want to take a picture when they see you in person. They think it's cool.
Yeah.
And you think it's cool that your videos are doing well, but it's not all robots liking and commenting.
Yeah.
Mr. and
It's
Mrs.
real
Poop.
people.
It's real people. And it excites me that they're excited. Like, I might have had a long day and I might not be super excited one, evening or something, but it's that person's first time meeting me. Like, I see myself every day in the mirror. Like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But like, they're excited. I'm excited. Honestly, it always makes my mood better.
It always encourages me. And that's what I was going to say, because sometimes our social media is at rook bottom and we'll go to dinner or wherever. And we're just kind of sitting in silence. Like, we need to recharge. We need to go to bed. And someone might come up and I'm immediately recharged because I'm like, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for following me. Thank you for loving me. And really, it's just such a God wink, because it's like, I needed this. And so
Absolutely.
many of our followers are really, really care and truly love us. And we truly love you guys so much. And, it's probably the only time when we meet you in person, it's like, this could be the only time we're ever going to see you in real life. Like,
Yeah.
let's make the most of it.
And most of the time we make a connection anyhow.
Yeah.
And it just turns into so much more than, can I just get a picture?
If you're watching, I'm sorry that my ankle is out and that there's a hole at the top of my Reebok sock. Like, that's just what we're dealing with, okay? What made y'all want to get into social media? Like you said, it was just kind of our friends were encouraging it. It was never, I want to be an influencer, because we didn't know what an influencer was. We didn't know anything about that. Also, another question is who... Excuse me, I'm getting indigestion from my Alani nutrition. Someone said, who is your OG first YouTuber you remember watching? I can answer this for Miss Beth. She's never watched a YouTube video on her own.
No.
I kind of started getting into makeup, crazy. And that was such a crazy, like, I could have been a makeup YouTuber this entire time. It's so crazy.
I know.
Not
Wait,
my
do you wish
calling.
that you were?
No.
Okay.
But I do want to lean more into makeup products this year. Like, I've been really excited about them and making videos
Yeah.
about them, because I do get a lot of comments like, what makeup? Like,
I agree. When I'm having good skin, like when I'm not
Yeah.
having good skin, I don't want to talk about makeup. Like,
because I don't want to put on makeup.
That's why I don't have it on right now. I'm letting my
worries.
skin breathe.
Breathe in. It's glowing.
Is it?
It is.
It's
Looks
the
really
youth
good.
to the people serum.
It's that superfood skin drip.
You already know.
It's literally like superfood for your
Yes.
skin. Looks really, really good.
Thank you.
So I watched Jaclyn Hill for a little, I can't even tell you how old I was, like
Middle school.
middle school. I don't even think I was a teenager. Like, I think I quit really watching YouTube
Before high school.
before high school, probably. And then there was another girl, and I can't remember her name. She had jet black hair. She was from New Jersey. She was also doing makeup, whatever. I just loved watching it and hearing them talk. And I didn't really ever try to recreate looks. It wasn't really like that. I just liked watching them do it.
I know. And that's
I'm
just
still
really
kinda that way.
sweet. Like, I remember walking upstairs and you would be on your iPad with like your flower case, like the iPad sat in, it had like the
It was Vera Bradley.
open and close Vera Bradley case. And you were already cuddled up watching that show, bae.
I loved it.
That YouTube show.
I kind of need to get back to YouTube. Now it's like I listen to podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I have a suggestion for everyone here. Share your podcast to all your friends and fam, because they probably need a new one too in their rotation. But yeah, I listen to podcasts now and just music. And because I'm hardly ever sitting and watching, I'm mainly just listening while I'm driving or listening while I'm
Same.
doing chores.
Same.
So I just don't
Unless
really
I'm
sit and
looking up
watch.
a tutorial, like how to do a slick back. Like, I've nailed my slick back now, but I had to start on YouTube.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Someone asked if I enjoy foot massages. Okay.
Do you?
Yeah. Maybe I'll respond to that personally.
Do you know a guy? A girl?
I could go for one. I'm gonna tell you that.
I'm gonna tell you that.
You went to the Foot Palace one time.
I did.
How was that? Legit?
I loved that, but I
Okay.
wish I would have been more relaxed. I think I had caffeine before. I couldn't
Yeah.
breathe.
Oh.
Not because of anything they were doing, but because like me, like I had a tight chest from the
Did anything
caffeine.
hurt?
No.
I need another full body massage.
I don't think I can handle the dehydration again.
Okay. that reminds me, tomorrow we need to like both drink a water boy on the way.
Okay.
Or maybe when we get on the flight, just something, because you know we're always dehydrated after the flight.
I'm going to bring a pack of Propel because Propel's my favorite.
I know. That is your fave.
Well, it
Kiwi
just depends on
strawberry.
what flavor we're working with.
Oh, I have a good question.
Okay.
Did Miss Beth think she would get famous from making one video?
You think it's just one video? What's that person's name? I am more than just the
Honestly?
what's going on girl.
You already had over 500,000 followers, I think, when you posted that.
I did. But
I would say that Beth Ann
no
always
to answer your
knew
question.
that she was going to be somebody in this world.
I did always know.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think we kind of felt that way because,
and I don't feel like I'm boasting in that.
no,
Honestly,
we
like-
just wanted, whatever I was doing in life, I just wanted to be really good at it. Like, if I was
Yes.
going to work in a company, I wanted to be the president.
Mm-hmm.
If I was going to anything, I wanted to be the best. I'm not saying I'm the best influencer. Like, oh my goodness. that's
No,
what
we're
I'm saying.
not anywhere near the
I
best
wanted,
influencers.
like, I wanted a community of my own. I wanted, like,
I
we're building
really
our
wanted
own
to be able
brand.
to use my personality because I always felt like, well, I didn't really feel like I was too much for everybody, but I would get feedback sometimes that I was a little bit too much. I will never forget. Okay, never mind.
Oh, you can say it. Like, there
No,
were
I
birthday
can't.
parties.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
I know.
That we would go to our friends' birthday parties and like their parents would make comments. Mind you, we're like 7 and 8 years old. They would make comments like, "Oh, this should have just been Beth Ann and Kaylee's birthday party," because we, I guess, would just be kind of
talking, but we felt like we had to lead the conversations because
other people.
not a lot of other people
weren't.
were talking. And also, if they were, it was just kind of quiet and muffled.
A lot of people were shy.
And shy, and that's totally fine.
Yeah.
We had each other, and that's what we recognized. Like, it's a gift. It's a gift. It's a blessing that we
We
have
would literally
each other.
just bounce off of each other. Like
Yes.
sometimes you and I would just be talking, but then we would be loud enough that everyone else would chime in, and that somehow we just took over.
That's what it was
in that way.
In that way,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm very, very thankful
Mm-hmm.
for that. And I'm not mad at those people that said those things, but
But
I
I have
think
never forgotten
it was
them.
always in the back of my mind, like,
Yeah.
oh, like, am I doing too much? But then when I would be conscious of it and I would not say anything, then it was, wait, what's wrong? Is something wrong with you?
Yes, even to this
Hey,
day.
why are you so quiet? Even to this day. And it's
Uh-huh.
almost like our batteries are never allowed to run out,
Even though
but they do be.
They do be doing that.
They do be doing that.
Yeah, I think I just really have always wanted to use my personality, and I wanted to be on TV. I still would love the idea, or I still love the idea of pursuing acting. Like, I haven't pursued this in any way, by the way. Like, don't think I've had an audition. I haven't. But I feel like I could be an actress. Like, I did do drama.
Me too.
In high school, and she said that I was exceptionally well at improv. Yes, thank you.
You are.
I love pretend. I love make believe.
Yes.
And that's kind of what improv is. I love lying.
I love hopping into a character. Like, okay, I'll be that character.
Yes, that's one thing that that's one thing I struggle. I'm not a big vulnerable gal. I don't love to open up. So like
About
there's-
yourself.
No, yeah.
Right.
But I would love to be somebody else. Like take on the persona of somebody else. I think that's why we succeeded so much with Kevin Cord on our Snapchat stories back in the day. Like we were just pretending every single day. It was literally so fun. I knew that I did not want to sit at a desk. I just knew I was going to be in front of a camera somewhere, somehow. I don't know. I guess that might sound like I'm boasting. I'm not trying to.
No, that was just something you kind of always envisioned for yourself. Like, I'll be.
Yeah. Some people knew
I
they
thought
were
that I
going
was
to
going to be a
doctor.
sports or news anchor. And then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I don't know. Because it's kind of like, you just really have to be well versed. We spoke about this on the last episode when you were talking about public speaking. It wasn't that you were scared of speaking in front of people. It's not that. We talk about anything and everything. It's the topic, needing to be educated on the topic that you were speaking about and being graded on that. That's
Yes.
what is uncomfortable and
it being
unnerving.
structured.
Structured. You couldn't
Like,
speak freely.
I got points off. Right. Filler words, you got points off. Like it's hard to talk and be conscious of, wait, I can't say I can't say, I can't say, you are thinking about that while you're talking, and then you're totally distracted. You can't even remember what you're supposed to say. I also move around. I use my hands.
I was going to say, I think you got points off for swaying.
I got points off for swaying. I got points off for being too animated. But
see, that's like, that is like silencing you. That's how we felt at the birthday parties. We felt silenced.
well, the Lord's power is made great in weakness.
Yeah.
And so I was just going to be great regardless.
Yeah.
So I have risen up because the cream rises to the top. And what? I don't know. Cream corn's my favorite food. So naturally.
It literally is your favorite food with pepper. I love cream corn. Love cream
do
corn. Nah. So, what are we talking about?
You were asking me if I knew that one video was going to pop off. You were like, Beth Ann always knew she was going to pop off.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you have to be a little bit delusional too.
Totally.
Like to get things to work out.
Totally.
You just keep, I can. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. That's what our dad always told us. And so when I first started on TikTok, did I think that I was going to have a bunch of followers initially? No. But did I know for an actual fact that eventually I would? Yes. Have I been at a standstill at 1.4 million for literally over a year? Also, yes. Am I trying to find a way to work through that? Yes, again.
Yeah, and that comes with the space is evolving, changing. You're evolving, you're changing. It's not always parallel. And so you're just figuring it out, girlfriend. And
It's true.
more than numbers, it's our engagement and our connection with our followers. Like that's all I care about. I love it so
Absolutely.
much. Last question. And I know how you're going to answer this, but how do you balance screen time and being a social media influencer? We kind of touched on it earlier. Beth Ann hardly scrolls.
Are these questions just for me?
No.
Oh, okay. Girl, I felt like I was in a hot seat. My butt started burning.
I did not mean to make you feel like you were in the hot seat. I just, since I'm reading them, I feel like you have to answer first.
I understand.
But I can answer.
I don't scroll.
You don't really scroll.
I
It's important to scroll a little bit to kind of see what's trending right now, what's out there, what are people
get some inspo.
liking, find some inspo.
Y'all, I've been scrolling on Pinterest recently. Not just at the feed of Pinterest, but typing certain things in. How to style this, style that, style
Love
that.
it.
These shoes, that shoes. Like I've been loving Pinterest.
And I'm so glad.
yeah.
Because the outfits are fire that you picked out.
Thank you.
You know
so
I'm
much. I can't
such a
wait to
jeans
share.
and plain tee girl. With
Yeah.
like a sneaker.
When I'm picking these outfits out, it's not that I'm picturing what I want to wear. I'm picturing what you want to wear because there is a specific difference. But I'm also still trying to have our outfits be parallel to one another because I want us to be on the same vibe each day and night. Is that okay with you?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I feel like I kind of scroll. I really scroll at night.
You're a lot more in the know with like specifically pop culture and things that are going on. Like, I don't know. The other day you asked me if I knew like, somebody from our high school was like having a kid and you were like, oh, you didn't see that? And like, not only did I not see that the girl was pregnant, I never saw that she even had the kid. I never knew that she was pregnant or had the kid.
I don't know how I saw that either, but then I don't follow them. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, you've always just followed more people than me anyway. And it's not because I want to like not follow a lot of people. I just don't. Again,
don't be scrolling.
I don't be scrolling to be finding these people. I don't know, y'all.
Yeah.
I'd be outside soaking up that vitamin D.
Yeah.
I'd be working on that mental health. I think scrolling
puts me in a rut.
Yeah,
Scrolling will put me in a rut. So I never start my day scrolling. If I look at my phone when I wake up, it's to turn off my alarm. And then I will see if there's anything immediate on my notifications, like that need to be addressed. And then
You're a big D&D girl, though. You be having that
I
thing
have
on Do Not
that thing
Disturb.
on me, that D&D. But also, I don't know, I'm sure I could fix this in settings. Just when I bought this phone, it immediately started putting my phone on D&D at midnight.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I think I said that last episode too. And so sometimes I forget to turn that off in the morning.
No
And then I'm just on
worries.
D&D. But yeah, I would say we have a pretty healthy balance. It does help that most of the time we're filming, so we're just kind of doing our own thing. I would say screen time is always high because our phone's going because we're recording, and then we're editing for hours, and then we're posting, and then we're, and so it's definitely always high, but not because we're always scrolling.
I don't scroll much during the day. If anything, I'm going to scroll right before bed, which they say not to do, but we all have our own path. We all have journey. And that's just when I decide to scroll. I also just do other things on my phone. Like I get on Amazon a lot. And I'm updating my storefront and I'm updating my LTK. Come on, go shop it.
Go shop our LTKs, y'all. There's everything. This outfit's on there.
This outfit's on there.
That is a Seek Jesus hoodie, which I don't think is affiliated with LTK, but I think those pants are Lululemon, correct?
Correct.
Those are
mini flare
moment.
line.
I love
I've
them.
been itching the inside of my thigh like kind of this whole episode. I
thought you were going to say you were itching something else, which was totally fine to say because live your truth, but
Kaylee, I would never.
Yeah. It's okay if you did, you're only human.
Well, I didn't put lotion on and I get really, really dry like in between my legs. Now that I've been doing this side, it's now like this side is starting to act up. I just wanted people that were watching to know, like I wasn't digging for anything crazy.
You weren't digging for gold.
No. If I was, I would just say that I was.
Because you're only human. I can't believe we're self-tanning each other tonight.
It's going to be so fun. I can't believe you're letting me. You never like to self-tan, but I feel like you're aware now. We cannot be this pale.
It doesn't. Okay.
At the beach, I mean. Like, we're on the beach.
We're going to be in the sunshine. And you packed me shorts, which is great. I'm going to need them. It's hot. And I have a golf dress because I think we might be going to a golf tournament one day. I want to feel confident. And like, I love my skin. I will still wear sunscreen, but there's nothing wrong with wanting a little glow.
No.
I just took a step away from self-tanner and spray tans when I had an unhealthy obsession. Like, we have Christmas card pictures that are forever.
We had spray tan blindness.
We did. And it wasn't okay.
But notice, past tense, we did.
We did.
We've learned and we've moved on.
And it's all part of it. And so I don't need to
like we got through the fake lashes. Like we've overcome a lot. And now we know to just do a healthy amount. Yeah. It's gonna be great. We're gonna record and we're gonna post it. And y'all are gonna think that we look gorgeous because we will. We're gonna use Jergens, if anyone's wondering.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Because I know you mentioned you were gonna try Paris Hilton's brand as well.
I'm gonna pack that on the trip.
Got it. Got it. I need to be really moisturized, right, before we do that? Or exfoliate and then moisturize after.
I like to actually moisturize as well. At least my elbows and all my creases. My
elbows are flaky.
Yeah, your elbows are going to be a rough patch on them.
It always looks like I went diving into second base on a softball field when I do a self-tan, fake tan, because...
Is your psoriasis any better today?
With the warmer weather the last week, I felt like it could have been, but it's not great.
Yeah.
You can see it. If you're watching, I have this little patch on my ankle.
You also have something on the top of your sock.
No. I dressed. It's a hole.
Okay.
I think maybe Miss Sweet Fee chewed it or something. I don't know. I would never blame her. It could have been the other one. But
anything else on the Instagram like questions, or can we just move on?
We're going to move on. That was kind of it. I feel like that really encompasses everything. Y'all, we're just still on this journey with everybody else. Like everybody else, there's valleys and mountaintops for everybody. And some days we have creative ruts. And by some days, I mean, it's a few weeks at a time.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what to
And
post.
a lot of that is just shaking up our schedule. And I think our trip is going to really help that.
It's going to ignite some creativity. It always does. A new place always gives me just some fresh thoughts.
Agree.
And vibes.
New restaurants, new coffee shops, new workout studios. Thank you, ClassPass. Just so many opportunities to see.
For the Bryce girls.
We are going to move on to a double or nothing, our advice segment, where we have our viewers write into our email. It is yourpudcast@gmail.com. yourpudcast@gmail.com. And they submit their they submit their questions for advice, and we give it what we think.
Imagine that.
Of course, we don't know all the circumstances, and
we don't know the backstory.
We don't know the
backstory.
backstory.
Don't know if you're telling us the truth.
But a lot of you guys have been giving really good context and honestly really good details. And this one is pretty lengthy, but I'm going to read it because we want to help you, girlfriend. And I think our viewers will enjoy. So the names have been altered for the sake of this story. These are not real people. They are real names, but not real people. They're real people, but not real names. Whatever. So I'm in a pickle and need some advice. I will have been dating my boyfriend for 2 years in May. Let's call him Caleb. For context, Caleb is 25 and I'm 24. He lives 2 hours one way and my family lives 2 hours the other way. So I'm currently living right in the middle. He's a great guy. Okay, if you're watching, Bethany was grabbing Miss Fiona to get in her lap. Oh, she's so cute.
Yeah, I wanted her up here with me.
Did that rock the boat with the audio? Oh, okay, sweet. Okay, so our girlfriend is living right in the middle. She says, he's a great guy. I enjoy his friends. He's a hard worker, and we've had some heavy discussions about what the future could look like if we were to get married. I'm a teacher, and last school year, 2 guys started teaching in my school too. We'll call them Jackson and Bailey. With us being around the same age, unmarried, and living in a town with no family, we became fast friends. We would hang out fairly often at sporting events and after school. However, Bailey moved at the end of the school year. Fast forward to now. Jackson and I have become even closer, and he's now my best friend, besides Caleb, of course. It's been fairly obvious for a while now that Jackson has feelings for me, and he admitted to them a few nights ago when we were out with some other teacher friends. The problem is I have feelings for him too. Uh-oh. We've never acted on them, but I still feel very guilty since I'm with Caleb. Now here's where I'm stuck. Caleb owns a business with his dad and works long hours, 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. or later, Monday through Saturday. He doesn't go to church and lives 4 hours from my family. While he supports me in wanting to raise our potential future kids in church, he has no desire to go himself because he thinks if he's made it this long without, there's no need for him to start going now. With him working long hours, I'm also worried that I will be the one getting the kids ready for school every day and also the one getting them ready for bed, having little help. This being said, he's a great partner, makes time for me every weekend, and we've never had any problems. Jackson, on the other hand, openly loves God, goes to church, doesn't work long hours, lives only 2 hours from my family, and is also a great guy. I'm sure you're thinking that Jackson is a better match for me than Caleb, but how do I know if my feelings for Jackson are legit? Like, what if it's just the excitement of the unknown? I'm scared if I end things with Caleb and pursue things with Jackson that our spark will fizzle out and I'll be left with no one, regretting my decision to end my relationship with Caleb. If you were in my shoes, what would you do? I know this is so long, so I apologize, but wanted to get all the details in there for you. Thank you for your help. Also, she wants to clarify that she does love Caleb and she truly pictures a future with him. She's just worried about the logistics of things, even without Jackson in mind.
I think that Jackson doesn't respect you or your relationship for bringing up his feelings to you, knowing you're committed to Caleb. That's point one.
But why did Jackson feel comfortable enough to bring up the fact that he had feelings for you? I mean, you did admit that you have feelings for him as well, but I think that you have maybe given him a safe place or an indication or two that he can tell you that he has feelings for you. And
I don't think it's a Caleb versus Jackson right now. I think it's a you versus you.
I think it's a you versus you.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't think you need to be worried about your future children with Caleb and you getting them ready for bed and all that on your own, because it's so far into the distance, number one, that's just something y'all could talk about and work towards. I love Caleb's work ethic. I love that he works hard. I love that he owns a business with his dad. I love that. I don't love that he thinks he's made it this far without church, so why go now? I think that's a horrible outlook, but I also think that that's something that can be prayed over. And I love that he supports your ideas in wanting to raise your kids in church. I do know that you cannot be unequally yoked. That's something to consider.
in your marriage. And you're right to be considering these things as future marriage. But
Of course.
that's a problem when you cross the bridge. And right now, we have not crossed the bridge. The bridge is sitting with you. You've kind of already crossed a line. And by kind of, I mean you already crossed a line because you have feelings for this other guy. So this doesn't need to be a thing where you're worried about breaking up with one because what if it doesn't work out with the other? That's just like, okay, then they are not for you. I think that it's unfair to Caleb, the feelings that you have for Jackson, because any bit that you feel for Jackson is that much that you're taking away from Caleb.
And if roles were reversed and Caleb was hanging out with one of his coworkers, after hours, whatever, even if it is in big groups and even if they haven't acted on their feelings towards one another, it is still emotional. And I think that you would be hurt and damaged talking to your friends like, Caleb's been emotionally cheating on me for however long.
Yeah. And I think that it's probably weighing on you so much, and you don't want to break up with Caleb because you don't want to hurt his feelings. But these feelings for for Jackson, hey, not to throw another man in the mix. These are the facts. You crossed a line having these feelings for Jackson, and I mean, that's great that you haven't acted on them, but ASAP Rocky, you need to break up with Caleb, and you don't have to bring up Jackson, and you don't even have to explain that it's for all these other reasons, because if y'all have had this conversation where he knows how you feel about going to church, raising your family like that, honestly, you can just explain to him. Go ahead, Beth Ann.
There's more than just Jackson and Caleb. I don't know how old you are, but
she's 24.
You're 24. But thinking that if it doesn't work out with Jackson, now you've ruined your chances with Caleb and you're just going to be all alone one day. Like, there are so many other souls to consider here.
Mm-hmm. Don't be worried about being left alone if one of these two guys doesn't work out. I think you just need to address the problem at hand. And
I think if you have any room in your heart to envision yourself with somebody else or have a crush on somebody else, then Caleb isn't the one anyway.
Thank you for saying yes.
Yeah, I've only ever been in one relationship, but I do know in that time I did not have eyes for anyone else. I was never tempted for anyone else. Even if they are attractive, that's fine. They can be attractive, but I wouldn't put myself in a place to compromise my committed relationship. So You're fine. You're only human. This is natural. I think this happens all the time, but it would be the healthy option to end your relationship with Caleb because you do have room in your heart and your mind for somebody else. And that's just enough.
And that's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
You put that so perfectly.
Oh, good.
You did.
But you can still love Caleb and acknowledge, like, he's a great guy. He's a hard worker. Our relationship is great. We get along great. He makes time for me. All those things, fine and dandy. But he needs to be with somebody that has no room for anybody else, because it seems like he doesn't have any room for anybody else. He's booked to the max and comes and sees you or whatever on the weekends.
And you need to be with someone where you don't have room in your heart for anyone else. Mm-hmm. And yeah, same for your partner. And no
doubts either. Like, you're already worried about what it's going to be like one day with having children, and you deserve to be with somebody, and he
kind of gives you that security of knowing what it's going to be like. I mean, to the best of what you can guess.
I'm not obsessed with Jackson, though.
I'm not obsessed with Jackson just because
I wouldn't really like if somebody
of his forwardness with you.
Yeah, because that puts you in a tough spot because he's almost asking you to mess up. Like, he's not asking you to mess up, but if you really think about it, like if I was dating someone right now and a guy came to me telling me their feelings for me, like, they would be comfortable with me cheating on my boyfriend, essentially. Like, because they're wanting to have that conversation then knowing that I'm in a committed relationship. Like, he would be comfortable with you two hanging out one-on-one. This is just the vibe that I'm getting.
This is just the vibe. And of course, we don't know everything. I'm a little bit concerned as well for Jackson's integrity, if he's okay with starting a relationship with you, which we don't know if he would even be open to a relationship, really, if you decided to break up with Caleb. But if he's okay with starting it while you're like already in a relationship, then, I don't know what that looks like for your future with Jackson. Because I don't know if we can expect longevity in that. I think that if he really respected you and he respected your relationship, he would keep his feelings to himself. And
if he had self-control. I love a man with self-control.
Love a man with self-control and composure.
It feels nothing a little pick me to throw himself at you when you're in a committed relationship. That's just my vibe.
So that's just my vibe. We love you and we would love to hear back.
Absolutely. We don't even have to share your response. Like, we just want to hear back. And like, it's going to be a hard decision. I feel like you really love Caleb and you're having a true predicament here.
And you feel like you need there to be something wrong to give him a reason for your breakup. But sometimes there doesn't have to be one thing that's wrong. Sometimes it's just, this doesn't feel right.
And I need some time.
Yeah.
I might just need some time. But don't cheat, because once you become a cheater,
Once you're a cheater,
never
you're
losing
a
that title.
cheater.
Yeah.
I don't believe in rehabilitating that. I know that might be an unpopular opinion. I know someone could have cheated one time and they're never cheating again. But it's hard. It's really hard.
We love you. We're going to pray over this situation.
Okay. Next, double or nothing. I've watched you both for quite some time, and it seems like you're both fairly confident women. My question is, what advice would you give to someone who is struggling with self-confidence and self-love? Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
We did touch on this earlier about having each other. I think that having one another really gives us confidence because we validate each other. And so when you always have someone to validate you, you're good.
And maybe sometimes it's not even validating, like, yeah, you're doing the right thing. You look great. Maybe it's not always uplifting things, but it's truthful things. I think that we tell ourselves a lot of lies, and that's definitely not rooted in who the Lord tells us we are, which is fearfully and wonderfully made and made in his image. I often have to think about myself as a little girl. I'm sure you've seen this trend on TikTok where people post a little video or a picture of them as a little girl or a little boy, so innocent looking, so sweet and peachy. And they're like, they say something like on the screen, imagine telling this little girl she's ugly. Imagine telling this little girl her acne makes her ugly. Imagine telling this little girl she's fat. Imagine telling this little girl her makeup doesn't look good. And I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know. And I think it's just taking small steps every day to, feeding yourself happy thoughts, encouraging.
Comparison is the thief of joy.
It is.
And so if some of your self-doubt is rooted in comparing yourself to others and they have this and they have that, first things first, social media is a highlight reel and social media is not real. And there's people that can be real on social media, but it's still posed. It's still filmed how they want it filmed. It's still, everything is curated to what they want you to see. And so that is just the most important thing to take away. And I mean, you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and the Lord made you in his image and his likeness. And the most important thing is your relationship with him. I think that when you're at a place where you know how loved you are, even if it's like you feel so alone on earth, but you know you're so loved by your God, it's like that is all that matters, because we are here for such a blip and we don't know how long we're here. And then we're spending eternity somewhere else, heaven or hell. Okay. And so, rest in that heaven is just going to be.
And perhaps, I
wondrous,
don't know if you who posed this question is a believer, but I also don't know if this confidence thing is maybe your outward appearance or an inside. I don't know where this is coming from. In what aspect of your life do you need confidence? Is it speaking in front of people? Is it just walking into a room? Is it asking for help? Whatever it is. But I think we focus so much on ourselves and our own capabilities and internally, what we feel comfortable doing, shift your eyes to him. He has so many answers for you. He has all the answers for you, the Lord. And even just the power of prayer. I feel like so many times I think myself into a rut and then I'm not a confident queen. And I'm questioning everything, just kind of how I was getting this creative rut. I just feel like, oh my, what do I even post? Am I being I get nervous to talk in front of a camera, and I don't get nervous talking in front of a camera. I just feel all these things, and I know that is coming from the devil, because I know that the Lord would never give me feelings of self-doubt. And I know that the devil wants me to question things, and I know that he wants me to feel unworthy even sometimes. I don't post certain things. I'm no, it's not going to do good. It's more than just a video doing good. But regardless, fix your eyes to him. Like, I would really encourage you to pray about it. Truly.
I was worried that you could hear Fiona chewing over there, but I think we're good.
I want to chime in on this too.
Yeah, I
wanna
want your
add-
take.
I feel like most people with their confidence, if they have low confidence, they're worried about what other people think. And if you take that away and not worry about what someone's going to think about you constantly, you can take away a lot of pressure and it makes your confidence go up by just simply doing that, because you live life carefree in a way. Like, I'm gonna put this on because I like the way it looks on me, the way it feels.
Yeah.
I don't care what Joe Schmo down the street thinks
Right.
of me. I'm happy.
Yeah.
So live in that.
Yeah.
Have the mindset that I really don't care what this person I'm going to walk past thinks, because guess what? I'll never see them in my life again.
No.
Like, their opinion to me doesn't matter.
It's so true.
So that's
It's so true. And I was jotting in my notes app as well. And I feel like this is such a important thing to remember, is that Jesus faced criticism and he was perfect and he was misunderstood and he was judged and criticized and all that. And I just literally said, if Christ didn't let that stop him from fulfilling his purpose, then you can also rise above judgment and focus on living out God's plan for your life, you know? Because if the most perfect, the only perfect person to ever walk earth was hung on a cross, mocked and made fun of,
Spat on.
you're never going to be enough for anybody. And it's not being enough for the people of this world, because they can only see the outward things. They only see your outward appearance. They only see the energy that you're giving off, but the Lord sees your heart. He's the only one to see your heart. He's the only one to see your intention. He's the only one. So all these people, do you think are great people that post these highlight reels, or, oh, but they're so this, they're so that. Well, the Lord sees their heart, and it might not be as vibrant as you think it is. And so I don't know. I really do think that the comparison is a thief of joy, and it's just so important to trust in who God made you to be, because there's only one of you.
I want to go one more
Totally.
thing. Another thing, so I'm going to touch back on like comparison. Yeah, like what you see on social media is not real.
No.
Not like 99% of what you see is what that person wants you to see. They're not going to show you the worst bits. They're going to show you the best that they have.
Yeah.
So comparing yourself to someone on social media, wherever it may be, it's not realistic at all. Another thing too is like with confidence is fake it
Yeah.
until you make it.
Yes.
If you consistently tell yourself that you're confident, I'm confident, you're eventually going to trick your mind, and you'll trick yourself into actually believing that, which then comes to truth. So keep convincing yourself.
I think
like,
affirmations are
force-
so great.
like,
I
force yourself.
literally, sent Kaylee, I'm looking at my phone right now, a picture of what I was going to pack for San Diego. And I said, have I lost my mind, to be honest? It's this photo of me in this outfit. She said, like, no. I said, do you like it? She said, I do. Anything can work when worn with confidence. You texted me that 4 hours ago.
Yeah.
Like, period. You're right.
Oh, I love you.
So yeah, speak life over
Speak
yourself.
life
Like-
over yourself.
You are dead in your trespasses. Like,
Yeah.
you are dead in your sins. Speak life. Yeah.
Speak life. I don't know all the words
So
to
much
that song,
easier
but I
said
love
than
it.
done. However, you're
It's
not
gonna
going to go
Rome
anywhere.
wasn't built in a day.
No, and you're not going
You're not gonna wake up tomorrow feeling like
$1 million bucks.
$1,000,000, but you might wake up next month.
True. Also,
Be like,
find
I'm
what's
that girl.
rooted in your lack of confidence. Like, what is the root of your lack of confidence? Like, in what area of your life, like, do you want to work on that? Because that's what I was going to say earlier about taking little steps towards becoming a better you. Like, if it has to do with the gym, start by going. You know what I mean? Like, if it's, I don't know, you want to eat healthier, start by doing things that can get you to where you want to be, just little by little by little by little. I think that's why a lot of people miss the mark and give up on things, is because they try to do too much at one time. But small little baby steps
Every day.
really get you far.
We love you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking for and caring for our advice. It really means so much, and we really mean it from our hearts. And we don't try to prepare a lot before answering these. Some, if we want to share some verses with you, of course, but we want you to know, like, this is really how we feel, and we're not trying to curate some special response that sounds inauthentic, you know? Twintuition.
Oh my gosh, can't wait. Sorry, I was reading a verse actually, but
That's okay. So this is for me. It says, Kaylee, what is Beth Ann's biggest pet peeve? So,
I think if you just get one of my pet peeves, you'll be right.
I
because I
know.
don't think I have a biggest.
I don't think you have a biggest, but one of your pet peeves is definitely watching someone do something. Let me rephrase.
Okay.
Putting off for tomorrow what you can do today is one of your biggest pet peeves. Procrastination is one of your biggest pet peeves. Like, if you see me go and put my dirty clothes in the hamper, but there's nothing in the washing machine, it's like, go put your clothes in the washing machine.
Just put them
But
in the
sometimes
wash.
I'm like, oh, I think I'm just going to do that after, like,
No, like the other day I was like,
after.
Kaylee, are you going to put, you had just come back from Gages. So you had a bunch of dirty clothes. I'm like, are you going to put your clothes in the wash? Because I noticed that you had a sweat set that has to be washed alone. So like, you don't have to worry about a big load. It's just like, go ahead and put the sweat set in. There's nothing in the wash. Just put the sweat set in because like it has to get done. And you were like, I'm going to start that tomorrow. So then before I came to bed with you, I just went and put it in because I'm like, well, you could do it tomorrow or it could just be done. Like by the time we wake up, it's already done.
different roles.
And oftentimes you and other people in my life think that I do things at the wrong time and I do things when they could be done later.
Well, it's just like when we're trying to run out the door, say our goal time to leave the house is 3:00.
And I'm vacuuming.
2:58 isn't the prime time to pull out the vacuum. But you just think that things are going to take 1 minute, but things take 10 minutes and 15 minutes. And that's why we're 25 minutes late everywhere we go. And
I am not the reason that we are late everywhere we go.
not always.
Whenever
Not
you're
always.
gone and I'm headed to a Provello class or whatever, like I'm there 10 minutes early. But was that,
Okay,
without it.
I also feel that way. So do you think that we're better?
we're better separate.
Apart?
I talked to Dad about this the other day.
What?
Not better apart, but like time management. Whenever we have the both of us, like it always, yes, because you and I always manage to be late together, but separately we show up on time. Have you noticed when we meet somewhere, we're there on time, but when we go together, we're late? I know you've noticed it.
Start crying.
Kaylee, this is just the truth. Don't cry about the truth. We can just do better. Kaylee. Do you think that I'm lying? Kaylee. This is not like news to you.
Oh, well,
It's not news to you.
I
can't
told you
convince me
the
of
other day
this.
that we were growing increasingly different in a spout. And then you were like, did you really mean that? And now you just kind of confirmed all of that.
No,
No.
you're misunderstanding. You're taking things out of context.
I am a little bit. I know that. And I think it's just because, I don't know, there's something about being together where we just lack urgency.
But like, you've got to start waking up earlier to take Tootie out. Like, whenever we're making it to a 8 a.m. Provello class, we have to leave no later. I mean, no later. And we're still going to probably be late at 7:40. We have to leave by 7:40 because there's so much traffic. And the other day I'm in the car at 7:38 and you're down there walking Tootie. And I'm like, does she not see the time? Like,
You were so mean to me, but I don't know if
was
you
so frustrating. We were
saw
late.
me, but I was literally on the way and we were not late.
no, we were.
No, we weren't.
I vividly remember
Beth Ann, the
8:01.
door was still open.
It
Yeah,
was
I was
still
on the way
8:01.
back. It's just, I don't know what it is,
Well,
Beth Ann. I don't really
Just
have
admit
a great...
that you need to wake up earlier to take Tootie Pot out because he takes a long time to go to the bathroom. Fiona's very quick with it. That girl quick with it. She finds
is
where she need to
quick
go.
with
She stop,
Tootie's
drop in, lock it. Stop.
Peculiar. Okay.
Of course.
Like, not everybody wants to use the public bathroom. He likes to tuck his butt in a bush.
I know, but you've had 4 years to figure this out. There's just no excuse. Just tell me you're going
5
to do
in
better.
April.
It literally makes me nervous to commit to these workout classes with you early in the morning because I get nervous. Because I just hate being late. It gives me such a tight chest. And then like I do that class and I can't breathe the entire time because I had such a tight chest about being late.
Now that I know this, I'll be arriving to my workouts 1 hour in advance. You can leave when you want to leave, but I'm going to be there an hour before.
I can't wait to see this. What are you going to do for an hour?
Walk outside, respond to emails.
Let's just start doing that then together. We're better together when we're on time.
Okay.
I love you.
I would like to say we're better together when we're doing a diet, but we're worse together.
Oh my goodness, we're worse.
It's just,
We convince.
like I said earlier, we validate each other. So if I'm craving a French fry, you're like, honestly, let's just, which me and Gage are kind of the same. Why? Like this morning, I felt like a little bit of that influence, but it wasn't. We've obviously been trying to cut where we can at the beginning of the year, and we were all getting egg white girls this morning, and we love our egg white girls. I mean, for real, that's what I prefer. Like, add bacon, add pickles. My mouth is salivating. I'm hungry. Are you?
I literally can't. This is
And
becoming a trend. We've got to start eating more before we record.
I didn't realize how hungry I was. And I looked at Gage, and I was just like, can we please get a spicy biscuit to share? Like, please. And he's
Yes, like,
yes.
please.
And then we all had a bite, and it was like, good, because that's really just what I needed to, like, scratch that itch.
Fair.
Anyway, I'm going to try to.
We did refrain from cookout the other night when we were driving back from
Yeah, that was
Atlanta.
crazy. That was crazy.
It was 1
If
a.m.
we
It was
would
the
have
perfect
driven
time.
by Cookout on the right side of the road, we would have pulled in.
I believe that with my whole heart as well.
But since we didn't.
Are you good with me cooking ground beef after this? Because it's already in the fridge. Ready.
Yeah, I think I'm going to mom and dad's after, or not after. I need to film a few things. And then I think I'm going to go to mom and dad's Litra, and maybe mom's doing like a Mexican moment because I told you she made salsa last night. She forgot to put it out.
Okay, we can do that.
So, yeah, because I need to drop Tootie off so we can stay with them this week.
Fiona has something.
I think she's just licking her paws. Or no? She has the nail. She found the nail from the other day. Gage, grab it. It's on her paw.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her heart. No.
I knew it was something sharp.
Oop, thank you for bearing with. Yesterday, when me and Gage were adjusting the curtains and lengthening them across, we lost a screw. And Miss Fiona found it. I knew somebody would.
She's a wild child like her mother.
She sniffed it out. So thank goodness we were able to fetch that from her clutches. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for writing in and trusting us to give advice. And we just want to hear more and more and more from you guys. Double or Nothing, Twintuition, and for Flicks and Feels. All the movie suggestions, y'all.
Remind them again what the movie is they need to watch this week.
That's what I was about to do. The movie that we're watching this week is What Happened to Monday. It's on Netflix. Yeah. It could be on other platforms. I don't know. Like, I'm so sure you're going to have to Google search.
But it is on Netflix. Yeah.
We do. Mainly Netflix. So I'm going to close this in prayer.
Do it.
Grab my hand. Lord, thank you so much for this dia. And thank you so much for my twin sister that you knit inside of our mom's womb with me.
That was crazy.
I'm so, so grateful for the relationship that we have, the bond that we have. Thank you for all of our friends and viewers and followers that tune in and are invested in our lives and things that we have to say. God, I pray that you would just speak through us when we're giving advice and even when we're just sharing everything we share. God, I pray that you would speak through us and that you would be a light through us, that people would come to know you, that you would use us as vessels for your kingdom, God. I thank you so much for the opportunities that you bless us with. I pray for safe travels for us this week. I pray for health, and we love you so much. Popcorn Bethan? Thank you, Kaylee.
Yeah, I pray for safe travels this week, and thank you for giving us the platforms that we have. We want to remind ourselves that you are the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and we just love you, and we're so, so grateful that you sent your son to die on the cross to save us from our sins so that we don't have to bear what you did. Father, we love you so much. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. We love ya, and Jesus saves ya. Bye.